I find great value in third-party manufacturers of lenses. How about a third-party manufacturer of a camera? I've got the Young Innovators here. How does it stack up against the competition? All right, so they sent this camera to me a couple of weeks ago. It is a Micro Four Thirds system using a Sony sensor. I love that they're using a compatible Micro Four Thirds mount, so if you have those lenses already, you can throw them on here. They only sent me their macro. And the kit for $350 gets you this macro lens. It's a prime at 42.5 and f1.8, along with their standard kit lens as well. I am really impressed with its size, it's lightweight, it is incredibly a small, compact system, and you know, from the front and the side or at a distance, it looks quite stylish. But when you get up a little bit closer, it doesn't look like it's got quite the fit and finish, and you start to notice some things. For instance, this lens at the end, it's got a nice big focus ring, but that's actually fake and purely cosmetic. The plastic around the edges, or the plastic in general, feels quite cheap in the hand, and things like the little door to the SD card slots and your charging port just feels cheap. So you've got this big touchscreen on the back. It's very minimal in its controls, and the touchscreen allows you to do things like touch to focus and change your settings from aperture to shutter speed to your exposure compensation. That's all done through the touchscreen. And I wouldn't call it the most responsive touchscreen, but it's not the worst I have seen either. So it's okay. But the biggest issue I've found so far in shooting with this camera is the autofocus. In good light, it's fine. But as soon as the conditions get more challenging, lower light or low contrasty subjects or backlit subjects, I find it struggles, sometimes severely so, and just gives up and won't focus at all. That's a bit of a deal breaker, especially when you've got a lens on the end that has no focus ring. So if you can't get your camera to focus in some conditions that you might want to take a picture in, that's an issue. Overall though, the menu system is decent, not too complicated. It's pretty streamlined and nicely iconized for you, and its wireless capabilities and control are quite good as well. One of my favorite things about it is kind of that look from the distance, its small and lightweight size, and the very slick little carrying case that it all comes with. But let's take a few moments and look at these images now and try to judge the value of this camera, at least on its image quality level. All right, so I've had some time to evaluate the images from the Young Innovators camera, and overall I could say that I'm very pleased. The image quality is quite good. Higher ISOs are clean, there's a large amount of dynamic range, there's a lot of detail in the shadows that you can pull out in editing, and all of that is impressive for the price point of this camera. And I can also talk a little bit about the macro lens, but before we get to that, they didn't send me the kit, so I've been shooting with the Panasonic 12-35, which I use on my GH4, GH5, and I love this lens. It's a fantastic little lens with great image quality. However, I was really surprised to see a huge amount of chromatic aberration in some of the shots with the Young Innovators camera. And what's happening there is there's no automatic profile correction. So that's not even before you turn that on in Lightroom. That is just built-in profiles that are coming through with the camera and Lightroom in conjunction to kind of battle that chromatic aberration and take care of it. You're not going to get that with the Young Innovators, and you're going to have to do that manually. It's not a big deal, but it's nice to not have to mess with it at all when the profile corrections are there. Now the macro lens, $200. Again, I'm fairly impressed with the image quality. They're sharp out to the corners, and although it's not a crazy macro with super close-up abilities, your minimum focusing is about 10 inches, it's still quite good. However, I'm really disappointed that this is completely cosmetic. I mentioned that in the field. Having manual focus is nice, especially when shooting macros. I'd almost say it's required in times when shooting macros. If you don't have a way to manual focus, you can really find the camera struggling to nail the focus that you want. You couple that with this camera's already poor autofocus performance that I mentioned, and you can set yourself up for a lot of frustration. So if you end up with this camera and you do want to take macro shots, I'd recommend saving up a little bit and getting something like the Olympus 60mm lens. And that actually kind of mirrors my feeling overall about this camera. I think you're better off just saving up a little bit more and finding something else like the a6000 or the a5100 from Sony. Nice sensors, a little bit of a larger sensor, and although they might not be quite as small and quite as cheap, unless you go used, which I also think is a perfectly acceptable way to go if you're trying to get something interchangeable lens camera, those are going to be better options for you than fighting this autofocus system anytime the light isn't good. But hey, if you're only going to take pictures when the light is beautiful and in no low contrast situations, well, this camera will do just fine. And we can also hope that maybe another future firmware update will even improve its autofocus performance up to the point where I could recommend it. But for right now, even though it is the cheapest, lightest, smallest Micro Four Thirds out there, I just can't recommend it and think your money's better spent with a little bit more to a higher level camera. Make sure you subscribe though. If they update the firmware in the future and come out with a better focusing system, I'll be sure to update this video and let you all know. And of course, if you found this video helpful, you can give it a thumbs up. But right now, the only thing that I can say is that out of all of this stuff, my favorite part of the Young Innovators camera system is the nice little bag they bring along with it. I'd love to know your thoughts about this camera. I know a lot of you had high hopes when I posted on my Instagram stories. Many of you were excited to know more about it. And as I said out in the field, it certainly has that nice look, but it doesn't back it up with performance. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.